Are you feeling like you're constantly playing catch up with AI? Well, let's fix that starting right now. In this explainer, we're going to pull back the curtain on the tools that are changing the game. We'll build your personal AI toolkit and turn that feeling of being overwhelmed into some serious creative power. Okay, let's just be real for a second. The world of AI is moving at lightning speed. It's totally normal to feel like they're being left in the dust. And look, if that's you, you are not alone. But I promise, getting started is way, way easier than you think. And here is the absolute key, the most important thing to get from the start. You do not need to be a coder. Nope, not at all. These tools, the ones we're about to talk about, they were designed for you, for me, for everybody. No coding required. So let's think of this as a journey. We're going to go through 3 stages together. First, we'll all become explorers. Just getting our feet wet and feeling comfortable with the basics. Then we'll level up to power users, where we start making AI do the heavy lifting for us. And finally, we'll become builders, creating brand new things from scratch with just a few words. You ready? Let's do it. Every journey has to start somewhere, right? And for our AI adventure, that first step is getting to know the large language model, or LLM. You've heard of them: ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude. Think of this as your home base. It's the most crucial, most flexible tool in your entire kit. So let's imagine this. You just got a brand new camera, you're super excited, and it comes with a 557-page manual. Who has the time to read that? This is the perfect example of the annoying everyday friction that AI is just here to erase. And the solution? It's so simple, it almost feels like cheating. Instead of reading it, you just upload that giant PDF to a tool like Google's Notebook LM. And just like that, it becomes your personal expert on that camera. You can ask it anything in plain English, like, hey, how do I change the frame rate? And boom, you get a perfect step-by-step answer with citations showing you exactly where it found the info. Problem? Gone. Okay, be honest, who is guilty of this one? I know I am. You're researching something online, you're in the zone, and you look up, and you have 30 tabs open. You've completely lost the thread. It's the classic definition of information overload. Well, now AI is being built directly into our web browsers to fight this. With a tool like Comet, you can summarize a super dense article in a single click. You can ask questions about the page you're looking at. Or, and this is my favorite, you can find connections and similar ideas across all of your open tabs at once. This is an absolute game changer for research. Okay, so we have explored the basics. We're feeling comfortable. Now it's time to level up. We're moving from just asking questions to becoming a power user, where we use AI to actively automate our creative work. Ever thought, I'm just not a design person? Well, think again. With a tool like Canva's Magic Studio, you can literally type, create an Instagram post for a midnight ramen pop-up with a cyberpunk vibe, and bam, it spits out multiple professional-looking designs in seconds. That's for static images, but what about video? Oh, it gets even crazier with video. Meta's got this thing called the Segment Anything model. It lets you just point at an object in a video, a person, a car, anything, and tell the AI what to do. Blur the background, make that object stand out, add a cool effect. This kind of thing used to take hours of tedious manual work. Now, it's automatic. Okay, so we've got design, we've got video. What about music? Yep, that too. There's a tool called Suno, and it's basically ChatGPT for making songs. You can give it a wild prompt, like a catchy pop-punk song about AI news, and in under a minute, you get a shockingly good track with vocals, guitars, drums, the whole shebang. All right, deep breath. This is it, the final stage of our journey. We went from explorer to power user, and now we're adopting the builder mindset. This is where we stop just doing tasks and start creating entire, finished products from a single prompt. And as builders, we start tackling really complex problems. Take investment research. If you want to analyze a company's IPO, you could look at public sentiment on social media, or you could do a deep dive into expert financial analysis. With AI, you don't have to choose. You can do both at the same time. And just look at this contrast. On one hand, an AI like Grok scans Twitter and finds that the overall sentiment is 68% negative, mostly because people think the company is overvalued. But on the other hand, a deep research prompt using other AIs gives a cautiously positive outlook, recommending it for long-term growth. Getting both of those perspectives in minutes is incredibly powerful. So what makes this builder phase possible? It's the rise of something called AI agents. The simplest way to think about an agent is as a little program you can give a complex goal to, and it will figure out all the steps to get there on its own, researching, reasoning, even writing code for you. Let's see what one of these agents can really do. Say you need a professional pitch deck for your company, like yesterday. With a tool like Gamma, you literally just give it your website's URL, tell it your brand colors and tone, and then you just let it cook. It goes out, researches your market, analyzes your competitors, and builds a complete, data-driven, 10-slide presentation for you automatically. And here's the proof that it's not just making stuff up. The agent didn't just copy text from the site, it actually understood the business. This is slide 3 from a deck it made for a kitchenware company, and yep, it correctly identified the core solution. But here's where it gets really mind-blowing. The AI didn't stop at the website. It went a step further. It actually went out and found a credible third-party McKinsey report to find data that validates the market opportunity. That is what the builder mindset is all about. So there we have it. We've gone from being an explorer to a power user to a full-on builder. We've seen how AI can answer our nagging questions, automate our creativity, and even build entire products for us. So the only question left is, what are you going to create? Because at the end of the day, that's what this is all about. AI is a force multiplier. It's not here to replace you. It is here to amplify your skills, your creativity, your unique intelligence. And that's the thought I really want to leave you with. AI is a force multiplier. So the real question isn't, what can AI do? The real question is, what will you multiply with it?